Hi, this is another Movavi program. I've reviewed quite a few of their softwares before. This is a photo editor and object remover. It's called Movavi Photo Editor. It's version, let's see, it's version 1.5 and it's 1.1 on Mac. It is available for Mac with the same features. Let's go where you can select languages. There's only 2 at the moment, but you can request more. Preferences, basically just got language selection again, check for updates when you start the program, and send anonymous usage stats to Movavi. I leave that tick, but you know, untick it if you don't like that sort of thing, but I don't mind. You've got the normal sort of things up here. You have new, save, let's load an image. Okay, this is just a van at the side of the road. Now all we can do is we can undo and redo like you'd expect there, but you can also crop, resize the image, normal sort of resize options, fit into, resolution, constrain, proportions, resample image, flip horizontally or vertically, and this is rotate image clockwise. And then you have an auto correction tool called Magic Enhance. Automatically adjusts the brightness, contrast and white balance. Doesn't seem to have made much difference in this image, but it does in some other images I've tried. Down here is your full screen button, your 1:1 ratio button, your smaller and larger slider to make the image smaller and, let's see, yeah, smaller and larger, you see, there we go. Then you have your hand tool, moves the image when you're zoomed in. You have a delete the image here, move to different images here. You have your selection brush, your magic wand. Let's see, what can we select? Let's just try it on anything here. There, we selected, I think, most of the window. And then you can always click on other pieces to add it to the selection, or you can of course adjust tolerance. Now let's just see what start erasing does, but now that hasn't done a very good job. That's because it's a very weird thing I selected. Let's undo that. What else can we select that might be a little bit more appropriate? This is not a good image I've selected. The image I selected when I reviewed the Mac version was a bit more appropriate, really. Let's, you know what? Why don't we try selecting, whoops. Let's try selecting this black patch. Okay, that might work. Let's hit start erasing. There you go, that is a good example. What about some more of these? Well, you probably gonna have to turn the tolerance down for some of the patches that are closer in shade to another colour, or it's very small. Let's see what we can do here. There, erase. What else? Well, we can select this here, but again the tolerance will need to be turned down even more, but you see the general idea. You can then go to lasso tool. You can also go to this, which is a selection eraser tool, to deselect some of the bits you selected. So say we selected that window, you could undo patches that you don't want. Then you have a clone select tool here, erase objects. It's all for erasing objects because we're under the erase tab. Stamp size, softness, things like that. And then let's just try it, shall we? Let's try here. This works like in Photoshop, so you hold down Alt, press a patch, then go here. Let's try it on this patch, hold down Alt, there, and that white bit's gone. And again, let's select here, get rid of that white patch, click here, gone. Very handy. And if you select adjust, you've got brightness, contrast, saturation, you've got hue, temperature, tint, exposure, gamma, highlight, shadows, blur and sharpness. So you can put the sharpness right up, which is perhaps too much. You can always reset it and do a little bit more at a time. You can adjust this to say we think this is way too dark. We could brighten it right up, which is too much, or darken it. So just say we want it a little bit more bright. Okay, now that's pretty much it. It's a basic tool for erasing objects in your photos. I do feel they could add a little bit more features to this, maybe like a library like in iPhoto on Mac. To have a library of photos, some sort of library system like that, and maybe some more pro level features, because it is called image editor, so you expect more of a photo editor than that. So if this is just going to be for erasing images, then they should perhaps call it something like Movavi Photo Object Remover, something like that, but it's called Movavi Photo Editor, and yet it's only pretty much for erasing objects. So they either perhaps need to rename it or add more features for a general photo editor. It doesn't have to be as good as Photoshop, nobody expects it to be, but because it's a photo editor, it focuses a little too much on just erasing objects, and that is pretty much it. But if that's what you want to do, it's definitely worth at least downloading the trial from their website. So thanks for watching. Please like and share this video, and if you do me a huge favour and subscribe, it only takes a few seconds and helps me out a lot. Thanks.